I went into the job with this attitude. I'm not really worried about whether I ever win again. I've got a job to do. I'm going to go do it. And I had been thinking about the kinds of things that needed to be done to fix Ohio, so I went in with a pretty good head start. But we were a basket case. So I forgot politics. I never really practiced it. I'm not really that good at practicing politics. People say I'm an unorthodox politician. You know why? Because I'm a normal person in a big job. Okay? Plain and simple. And common sense is what I do. So we looked at Ohio, said let's re-engineer it. We're up almost the 350,000 jobs that we lost. We cut those taxes by $3 billion, and remember I told you we were $8 billion in the hole? We're now $2 billion worth of a surplus. Our structural deficit is eliminated, and you know what? People in Ohio are feeling good. After my first year, I had a 31% approval rating. What do you think? There was nowhere to go but up, okay? But I didn't worry about it, because we're not here to do this. You get in the car, you drive. You can't worry about that stuff. So we had an election, and I won 86 out of 88 counties, 26% of the African American vote, 60% of the women vote, and I carried Cuyahoga County, which Barack Obama won by 40 points. I won the county. Now, why'd that happen? It's not because I'm such a great guy. It's because my team worked to make sure that everyone had a chance. And as we became more successful economically, and this is something you need to hear, I believe that when you do better economically, you cannot forget the people who've been left behind, or the people who live in the shadows. We should not have the uniform Public Works Committee be running the Pentagon. You get what I'm saying? The Pentagon should be there, and military expenditures should be there to meet the threat. And I went to work on Pentagon procurement, and it's something we always have to do. Because if we're going to reform welfare for poor people, we should reform welfare for rich people. And we shouldn't be giving out contracts just to make somebody happy.
What will you do about this system where such a small number of people have such an extraordinary amount of power in the money primary to determine who our leaders will be?
I don't have any great answer to this problem. I mean, John McCain came up here. I love John. He won twice up here. He had his campaign finance reform. You know, it didn't work. I don't have a great answer for you on this. The role of money in politics, it's always been there, it will always be there, but the question is, how can you mitigate the influence? Look, you can't legislate courage in people. You know, what you can do is find leaders who can lead. And when leaders lead without polls and all these other things, you know what it does? It creates momentum and intensity and courage on the part of other people who normally wouldn't rise to do a better job.